To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
G'day guys, Disney Dave coming at you from Down Under once again with another special little music review today. Of course, it's record store day today. I went down to my local record store and picked up a ton of exclusive limited edition vinyls. So excited. If you don't know too much about Record Store Day or want to see the rest of my haul, check the link down the bottom of the page or in the description right now and head over there and check out that, because it's a bit of a precursor to this video. Otherwise, we're going to get straight into it. We are looking at Disney's favourite songs on vinyl. This is amazing. This is a Disney, it's a Record Store Day exclusive vinyl. There's only 5,000 printed of these worldwide. And Record Store Day, if you don't know anything about it, they press these records. You go to your local record shop on Record Store Day, and you try and pick up these records that are very limited edition. They only had about 5 copies of these at my local record store, and they flew off the shelves like that. So I'm very happy and very lucky to be holding this in my hands right now. There was another Disney vinyl. There's a couple of others. There's a Star Wars picture disc, which I will look at in another video. And there was another one, which was the Silly Symphonies. There's a single. So it had the Skeleton Dance on one side and another track on the other side. Basically a sampler of their humongous, like $400 complete Silly Symphonies box set. Now, I'm not too worried that I didn't manage to pick that one up. My record store, I think, only got 1 or 2 copies of that in, and I missed them, unfortunately. But I'm not too worried because I am hoping to get my hands on that box set at one point, and I believe if you buy the box set, you either get the single with it, or anyway, the box set has the 2 tracks on there. So either way, there's going to be a way for me to get the single or get those tracks on vinyl anyway. So I'm not too worried about that. And hopefully when I do pick that up, well, definitely when I do hopefully pick that up, I will do a little review for the channel here. But today we're looking at this. This is especially curated for Record Store Day, so unless you go down to your record store, those of you in America, you still have time, because it's not quite Record Store Day there yet, at the time of publishing this video, of course. Yeah, especially curated. It's got classic songs, it's got new songs, it's got just about everything. There was a companion turntable, Crosley turntable that they created. It's got the same sort of pictures on it. It looked beautiful, but I couldn't buy it in the country because the sockets and the plugs and the all that kind of stuff is US based. The amp voltage and everything on it is for the US market, and I would have to get all kinds of adapters and stuff and import it because my record store didn't get it in. So I didn't even bother with trying to get my hands on one of them. But this is the Record Disney favourite songs. We're going to go over there and we're going to take a very quick look at this very, very special record release. It is, as I said, exclusive to Record Store Day 2016, as it says down the bottom. 5,000 copies they pressed of this worldwide, which means very hard to get your hands on. And again, it's got the Vinyl Vault logo on the back. We'll show you that in a minute. If you remember my Lady and the Tramp vinyl, if you haven't seen the video, there's a video of my Lady and the Tramp vinyl review. That was part of the Vinyl Vault collection as well. So it's very good to see that they're starting to roll out a lot of vinyl, Disney. It's awesome. So let's head over there and we're going to take this out of the protector and have a very quick look at it. Alright, so let's take a look at Disney favourite songs from Walt Disney Records. Again, it is a exclusive to Record Store Day 2016. It says it here and it says it up the top as well. This one here, this is actually printed onto the record cover itself, whereas this one is a sticker. So again, as I said, there's 5,000 of these kicking around. They only pressed 5,000, which when your local record store only gets, 5 or 6 copies in, that's really not a lot. And especially considering these were sold out within, 5 to 10 minutes at the record store I was at. But everyone was clamoring for this one. Everyone was fighting each other off for this. I actually did see 2 guys fighting each other off for the for the last copy that was sitting on the shelves. So I'm very happy that I managed to get my hands on this. This is the one title that I was really hoping to get, and if I missed anything else and got this one, I would have walked away a very happy man, and I would have walked away with a lot more money in my wallet too. This is the price sticker here, of course. That's just on the shrink wrapping, 35 bucks Australian at Heartland Records. So this record is a compilation of Disney classic songs, or Disney favourite songs, basically, by the name of the title. It features classic and new Disney hits. So this is a new generation of Disney compilation albums. There's actually an article on the Disney Music Emporium. If you head over there now, there's a wonderful article written within the last couple of weeks about Disney music compilations. I'm guessing it's probably to celebrate this record here. As I said, 5,000 printed. You can only get it on Record Store Day, although I have a feeling the Disney Music Emporium might put this up, whether to celebrate Record Store Day or maybe they'll put it up you know, sometime in the near future. I have no idea, but it seems like the kind of thing that might happen if they have a very limited bunch left over, or maybe allocated for the website. Now, when I was a kid, I remember you would learn all the Disney songs before you even saw the movies. And as I grew up, I started realizing I know all the lyrics to this song, but I actually don't ever recall watching the film. Or I'd sit down and watch the film and go, you know, I don't think I've ever watched this, but I know the song so well. And that's because Disney compilation albums, whether it be vinyl, CD or cassette, is just a staple of everyone's childhood. Everyone grows up not only watching the movies, but listening to the songs as well. So this is a new generation of Disney compilation record, and it is on a classic vinyl, so it's on an old format, but this is the best way to have it. And it features songs which have never been featured in a compilation album together before, which is even more just incredible. Makes this a really wonderful piece. So we'll look on the back, and this is our track listing here. Again, we'll note this is a vinyl vault collection. If you saw my review of the Lady and the Tramp Magic Mirror vinyl, that was also part of the Vinyl Vault collection. And I said even then I was hoping they were going to start rolling out more as part of this collection. And there you go. It looks like they're full swing into their Vinyl Vault. So if we take a look at the track listing here on side A, it looks like, if I just skim down with my eyes, yes, these are in chronological order of when the films were released. So basically you get a audio history of some of Disney's best classics. Most of them are from animated films, but there's at least one, well, there is one live action track on here from Mary Poppins. So let's go from the top to the bottom. Side A features When You Wish Upon a Star from Pinocchio, A Dream Is a Wish Your Heart Makes from Cinderella, Chim Chim Cher-ee from Mary Poppins, I Want to Be Like You, the Monkey Song from The Jungle Book, and side B features Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast from Beauty and the Beast, I See the Light from Tangled, and Let It Go from Frozen. So it's an array of all different kinds of music. Some of the greatest hits there. Of course, there's some missing. You can only do so much with two sides of an album, but I think this is a really beautiful collection of tracks. Now, they also did a turntable. A Disney turntable. Crosley produced one, especially for Record Store Day, which had very similar artwork on it. And basically it was created as a companion piece to this record here. Unfortunately, the record stores in Australia did not get them in because the voltage on them and the outlet plugs and all that kind of stuff are for the American market. They didn't do one for an international market. I could probably import it from somewhere, but it's going to cost me a lot of money, and then I'm going to have to buy adapters and everything to use it. So it's best off that I don't even bother with that. I have the album, that's all I really care for. So we're going to head over to the turntable now and just have a very brief look at the album itself and have a very, very brief listen. Okay, so let's open this up and pop this one in. We'll get this out of the way, and we'll get this out. Put that there, put this here. Okay, so first up, there's not really anything incredibly special with this record. It's not a picture disc, it's not a coloured vinyl, it's just a simple black vinyl with a simple label, just much like its simple cover, but you know, it's got that vintage style to it, so it really works. It really suits this release here. Of course, on the label you have your track listing here on this side B, and actually what we're going to listen to is side A. Side A has the track listing there as well. So we're going to pop on just a track here and have a very brief listen to the seminal Disney classic song, which sort of all seminal Disney classic songs were based on. So let's first turn the record player on, it's a good idea, and let's have a listen.
When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you. If your heart...
Okay, so I had a very brief listen to this earlier, and the first thing I noticed then, and what you might notice now, is it's a very, very pure sounding vinyl, this one. It's got all the crackles and pops and hisses that you would associate with sort of a classic vintage vinyl that this song may have appeared on. Now, it is only the very first few tracks that sort of maintain those hisses and those crackles. As I said, I had a brief listen earlier. Some of the newest, well, all of the newer songs actually sound very polished, very clean, beautiful. Now, that's not to say that not everything on this has been restored. Everything on this has been meticulously restored. And I'm guessing they've probably used masters that they've used on the recent CD releases of these, perhaps the Legacy Collection. Because most of these tracks are from Legacy Collection releases. I'm guessing they're probably using those same masters. But the beautiful thing here is that they've kept that beautiful classic record vinyl sound with the hisses and the pops and the crackles. And I'm so happy that they haven't got rid of those artifacts from this album, because once again, it's that vintage sound. And when you listen to this, you remember back to when you first listened to these on vinyl or on tape, as I was listening to these songs when I was younger, little cassette tapes. It's a whole experience. It's a beautiful song, but it takes you back, you know, hearing it this way. And that's the power of music, and it's the power of, I guess, Walt Disney Records and what they are doing with these incredible releases lately. So with that, we will press stop and we will close this, and I'll grab this one, and we're going to head back over to the couch and deliver a very, very quick wrap up. Okay, so once again, it's Disney's favourite songs, Record Store Day exclusive vinyl. As I said, 5,000 of these pressed. Now, I'm really, really, really hoping, for the sake of those people out there who either can't get to Record Store Day or haven't been able to get to Record Store Day, these do appear on the Disney Music Emporium, or do appear somewhere at a reasonable price so you can get your hands on it, because this really is one wonderful piece and it sounds fantastic. It's just a really nostalgic thing. It reminds me of sitting back in my bedroom as a kid listening to, you know, all those classic Disney songs. And it's kind of like I realized as I was growing up and I started rewatching a lot of the Disney movies that I started watching some of the Disney movies, I started realizing that I don't think I've seen this movie, but I know these songs word for word, and that's the wonder of Disney music, is that you learn the songs before you even see the films, because you know, you have the cassette tapes or the CDs or the vinyls of the compilation soundtracks. And the music and the movies are completely different entities in that respect, that I could sit and watch a movie that I don't think I've ever watched but know all the music, and the music is instantly recognisable. They did a series of VHS tapes in the 90s as well, which was like all the songs from separate movies cut together as like a 1 hour package, just like music clips. So Disney music is very important, and it's very nostalgic for a lot of people, and this is a really, really wonderful piece. And if you can get your hands on it and you're a huge Disney fan, you love Disney music, this is an absolute must, this beautiful record. So anyway, that brings us to the end of this little music review. If you like what you see, please subscribe and head over to the Facebook and give me a like. Otherwise, I will see you on my next video, which should be sometime this week. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you later. Have a magical day.